Hey guys, this is AggonySwoosh So. This is a Tosa Cup Round 3 battle. This is AggonySwoosh against Qmotion. This is the second game of 3. The last winner was Swoosh. He's ahead 1-0. And he's being very aggressive again, like the last battle. He's bringing up his cavalry here. And it looks like he's taking maybe a defensive stance over here. Wow, it looks like Qmotion is going into the trees. He has a huge amount of cavalry here. And a pretty small fighting force. And it looks like the harassment's going to begin by Swoosh over here. He has his avatar, Great Guard, Bow Cav, and another Great Guard. And it looks like he's just toying with him at this point. It does not look like Qmotion has the Bow Cav, so he might just do a couple hit and runs here. Do the most damage that he can while setting up his army. And that's what he's doing. He's moving his army up right here. So it looks like we're going to be fighting this one probably in the trees here, maybe in the open over here. It looks like they're both setting up. It looks like the same is going to hold true, that Qmotion here is going to play pretty defensively, as he has his wedge formation set up on all of his calves, ready for them to be able to charge at the last moment, it seems. And it looks like, no, he's actually going to charge right now, as he doesn't want to deal with that bow cap. So he's moving up, but pulling back away. Just trying to keep his position here, I guess. And you can see Swoosh is moving in. He's going to take these trees here, and that's going to be a huge blow to Qmotion here if he can't handle it. The trees provide a huge bonus that he might not be able to take advantage. That Qmotion might not be able to take advantage of here since he waited too long. And his archers, Swoosh's archers, are going to have a huge bonus in these trees. And it looks like Qmotion's response to this is to pretty much move out of the way of the tree's range. He may move back more, but right now he does have the high ground, and he's being harassed even more by these bow cavalry. So we're at a minor standstill here, not too much movement. Well, we have some fire here by the bow warrior monks on Swoosh's side, doing decent damage. Killed about 8 guys, 8 of his bows. And the bows over here are not fighting back. He must have increased range on his. Alright, so Qmotion looks like he's going to try to set up some sort of flanking option here. Maybe he's just trying to stretch the field out by moving his cavalry around. And here comes the bow cav again. They get, looks like 1 arrow off, and there's a little volley. And they are hitting. They got a decent amount of damage in, going 5 or so. We have a little exchange of arrows right here. He was able to kill 8 or so and only 1 casualty in the bow cav. So this is very successful harassment so far. The casualties are at least 5 to 1 at this point, although very small numbers still. But it looks like, you know, Swoosh does not want to leave this advantageous position here, and I do not blame him. He's already moved up half the map, and he is in the trees here, especially camping the river. And it looks like he's just going to try to wear down those archers, and the mobility of the bow cav helps dramatically, as they have to face a completely different way than the fighting force over here to get them, to even have a chance of shooting them, whilst the bow cav over here is able to just go around and shoot. And it looks like Qmotion's going for a charge here on the cav, or excuse me, on the archers in the woods. Now, once they hit the woods, their attack bonus is going to go down dramatically, and so is their charge. But they might get some decent damage off. But they do run into the guns over here, but they are able to make some bow warrior monks waver, and they kill a whole entire unit. The Yori Power is also going to lose. And there's a war cry in the woods, and it looks like the Cav are taking huge casualties, especially the Yari, and the Great Guard's losing it too. Very, very huge bonuses to infantry units in the woods, and the cavalry over here is taking it really badly. And both of these units are broken. Oh, there's one shattered. So this is huge, as Swoosh just changed the tide of the battle completely. He just wiped out 4 cav units, and he now has the unit advantage dramatically here. And he's going to wipe out this last Yari cav too with his Great Guard here. So we'll see how Qmotion responds to this. This has to be a huge blow, as he already has a very small infantry force here, and only a few cavalry left, and that was his main bulk of the army here. And the bow cav's just going to wear down on this Great Guard right here, and they're throwing volley after volley. Casualties are low, but he's probably just going to keep shooting until he does something about it. And at this point, Qmotion does not have many options. He has to just pretty much stay here. I mean, if he charges, he's dead. If he waits, he has a chance of at least doing some sort of damage. But as these bow cav harass, it really spreads him thin, as he does not have much of a force anyway, as you can especially see from the power bar up here. Now we may see Swoosh move up his archers again, because that was very successful. He was able to bait the cav in here, and at this point he may have supremacy. And he also has good range on these units right here, so he might be able to wear them down pretty easily if he does move them up. But he looks like he might be taking advantage of the hidden ability of these guys in the trees. So we'll see what action he does take. I would not be surprised if he moves these guys up. Takes at least a couple volleys on the Najinata warrior monks, as their armor is extremely low and extremely vulnerable to ranged attacks. So it looks like he's going to try to go after the bow cav, and he does hit them, and they are wavering. This is a small win for Qmotion over here, as they were harassing him to death. And we see that Swoosh does move up his archers here. He may take some pot shots at the Najinata warrior monks, is what I suspect. They form up, and Qmotion is definitely onto this, and he's definitely running away. And he does take some shots at the Katana Samurai over here instead. And it looks like the Yari cav over here is still running around trying to chase this bow cav, but Swoosh's Great Guard is going to intervene and kill that Yari cavalry. And Swoosh is still moving up with his archers here. He is he does not see really any danger, as Qmotion's archers were nowhere near his, but he is moving them up now, so he's probably going to flee back into the woods. And these Najinata warrior monks are taking pretty decent casualties. 7 deaths here, and Katana Samurai is also taking some hits here. So I suspect both archers are going to flee into the woods now, and we're going to see a decent melee battle and a lot of guns going off. Yep, and both samurai are now running. We did encounter a few guys in melee battle, but they are running back to the main force, and so are the both samurai here. And we'll see what's going to happen. Yep, and here comes the volleys of the guns, and this is where it really falls apart for Qmotion, I assume. It's going to be very hard to get past these guns. That's crazy damage, and killed morale. The Great Guard here are wiping out this last melee unit here, and there's not much for him. He has a Yari Sam over here, and my email just came up. Hopefully this does not ruin the video. And the Great Guard goes right into his bow warrior monks, and that looks like he's going to disrupt all the melee action going on over here and the range action. So it looks like Swoosh got this one again. And so congratulations to Swoosh, he moves on, and that is round 3, game 2.